and Dwayne The Rock Johnson took a break from saving skyscrapers and stopping Godzilla from burning down the city. And he said, nope, I'm going to buy the fucking XFL for $15 million.
15 mil?
This was dumb,
Bro.
This was dumb.
This is not good.
Why?
Because I'm stressed out.
Okay.
I had a very notable explosion on a girl yesterday who, you know,
Not just a girl.
my ex-assistant, bro. I went crazy.
You had a
on her. I made her
notable
Your
cry.
ex-assistant, your
Explosion on your-
girlfriend's
Yo.
current assistant.
And my girlfriend too. I flipped out on her. Let me tell you a few things. Air conditioning, broken. Hot water in my room, broken.
Yeah.
Gates, broken. Chef, broken.
Just trapped in this
Every- the
$7 million
microwave,
shithole.
broken.
Yep.
Nothing is working.
The
I'm
fucking
stressed
worst.
out. It's meeting after fucking meeting after
Right.
podcast after show, and I'm not
Yeah.
complaining, but I'm fucking complaining,
yeah, right,
bro.
right. Yeah, well, it must be hard.
Yeah, a lot of first world
Well,
problems.
because
over
of
there.
Blue Chew, it's quite hard actually. Today's sponsor. No, I'm just kidding.
please. Yeah, so welcome back to Impulse, the #1 podcast in the world. Man, I'm over COVID-19, so I'm dedicating the rest of my life to finding a cure. I'm not. Why has no one done that yet?
They're working on it.
Are they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Please.
not easy.
Because imagine this, even if they do find a cure, what's good? How long is it going to take to roll this out to 5 to 7 billion people?
Did you see the thing? They were like, well, what will the military's role be in the COVID vaccine rollout? And Donald Trump was like, well, they will be. I can't even fucking do accents.
You only
That's
have
how
one
bad I
accent.
am.
We
You
talked
have one
about this
accent.
today.
Oh,
It's Pirate Man.
It's me, True Geordie. Walk the plank. Walk the fucking plank, mate. No, but he's going to use the military in a very big and major way.
Oh, he's going to
Powerful.
shrink
To
them
extern-
to fight the bacteria.
To exterminate
that
the
is
vaccine.
corona.
So he's gonna. He's saying like if it
We're
comes
going
down
to
to
war
it,
with coronavirus.
Korea.
Korea.
Yes, North Korea. Yes. So yeah, the vaccine's like almost ready. There's some trials in place, and by the way, some fucking pharma company is about to make bank, bro.
Oh yeah, I think Pfizer just.
I think
got a
Pfizer's
contract.
got like third phase or some shit contract. Yeah.
Well, there we go. So I mean, that's good. You know what else is actually not so good though?
Roll it on me.
Ellen DeGeneres. What's good? Turns out Ellen DeGeneres is a bitch.
Cancel.
Canceled. Ellen.
With the stamp. Cancel.
Wow.
Bro.
She's
There's
trending on
been
Twitter right now.
major complaints of workplace toxicity that the angelic, always happy Ellen DeGeneres, who some are calling Ellen Degenerate now. No one's calling her that. But supposedly she's not as nice as people originally thought.
But hold on. But
Okay,
you
go
knew
ahead.
this. Come on.
I didn't.
Come on.
I think you knew it.
No one can actually expect Ellen to like her demeanor. Not when she's on the Ellen show is not that one of inviting, open, generous, kind nature.
Yeah, she's got
It's
like
just
1 hour to be overly nice, and then
Hello,
the rest
everybody.
of the day,
It's
just,
me, Ellen.
But you can see cracks. Like really watch people. Like watch people's micro expressions, and sometimes they break when they're a little frustrated on air, or like something doesn't go their way, or they ask a question that you probably shouldn't be asking, but you can only do it because you're Ellen. Like I met her in real life. Everyone in LA knows it. Like she's a little short, but I didn't know what was going on behind the scenes.
The talk show is now reportedly the focus of an internal investigation by its parent company, Warner Media, amid accusations of a toxic workplace culture, racism. Wow. That workplace toxicity got stuck in my throat, dude.
Yeah.
And sexual harassment plunging the show into crisis, even with Ellen supposedly potentially not wanting to do the show anymore.
Do you think she'll ever go back to stand up?
I hope not.
I don't think so. But this one guy said there was a tweet that she has. I don't know if this is true. Like someone fact check this.
Well, he's verified. Must be true.
She has a sensitive nose, so everyone must chew gum from a bowl outside her office before talking to her. And if she thinks you smell that day, you have to go home and shower.
At least she
Super
provides the
inconvenient.
gum. You know?
And we actually have that same workplace scenario here. Like if you smell bad, dude, your ass is getting sent home.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I can't even shower because it's so hot water. So I'm
You
fucked.
could.
I
It's just
can't-
cold.
I can't do shit.
And our gum isn't in a bowl outside the office. It's under the desk.
Under the desk.
That mic has been sticking there for years.
You got to chew Mike's old gum to be on it.
Here's the problem. Because there's also 36 independently corroborated sexual harassment stories that took place, again, behind the scenes, which
Is it all women?
I don't think so. I also don't even know if that's remotely true, but I don't know. That's probably what I should have said.
What would you speculate?
I would have guessed probably not. I mean, 36. I mean, but
That's
also,
a lot.
But also maybe. Like I saw.
How do you cover
Tim
up
Dillon
36 of those?
Tim
Put her
Dillon
in
was
jail.
making a joke. He said, he said, "Yo, you got Ellen like gifting Kristen Bell a sloth on the show,
What?
and behind the scenes, like you got Jimmy putting his dick on some poor girl.
God dang.
Like,
Oh, so it wasn't Ellen with the sexual misconduct.
No, it was her employees.
Oh,
it was.
well,
It was,
I
it was
mean-
Oh, yeah,
exec,
yeah.
exec producers.
It
not
was.
Ellen.
It was the exec producers, but
Ellen's not employing them.
okay, but yeah, yes. Well, all right. Anyways, what they say is policy like this with major things like this is top down. Like, yo, if there's a toxic workplace with racism, sexual issues, like all that stuff, bro, the CEO is getting a headshot, dude. Like that's just how it fucking goes. But I will say quickly too, Scooter Braun did jump in to defend her, calling her a kind, thoughtful, and courageous human being.
Bro, he's
And
Scooter Braun.
And as everyone,
He's Scooter Braun.
As everyone knows, Dave Portnoy said, like, a Scooter Braun. Oh, Scooter Braun. Well, that makes everything all right. Then. Scooter Braun said she's a kind person.
Well, she's not going to be a dick to Scooter Braun. Like Scooter Braun comes in, you're going to shake his hand, you're going to look him in the eyes, you're not going to make him chew gum.
Not
everyone
Portnoy.
else probably doesn't get a chance. Ellen doesn't know what's happening in her office because everyone's stinky and she sends them home before she has a chance to see what's happening.
Like they go to complain and it's just garlic right in her face.
Yeah.
Dude. And she's like, I don't give a fuck. Leave.
Yeah. I wonder what kind of gum. Probably not Hubba Bubba.
If it was me, it
No,
would
it's
be
gotta be minty.
the blue Eclipse.
Can you
the
ima-
dark
no,
blue
can you
Eclipse?
imagine?
Every piece of that gum is dark blue Eclipse.
Can you imagine it's individual rolls of that bubble tape and she makes you chew a whole
The
roll.
whole
before you-
thing. You walk in, you can't even talk because there's just so much gum in your mouth.
Did you used to get that when you played Little League Baseball?
Of course. And I was
And
the
Big
fucker-
League Chew.
Yeah,
And
Big League Chew. Big League
Just
Chew.
glump
Yo, but I was the
piles
dude
of
that
it.
would take the whole roll out and chew it on the side.
Oh, what's wrong with you?
I know, guys. I can't be the only
You have
one.
a mullet too.
I know. Well, that was a style choice. Because here's why it's quarantine. I'm not trying. I got my girl. I'm not trying to impress anyone, and I'm fucking bored. So yeah, I'm gonna grow this mullet out to the middle of my back. Here's what's happening. Ready? Here's why this is happening now. Again, we're back to the accountability conversation. So, in the past, these boomer celebs didn't really need to cater to anyone. You were famous, you made money, you're the shit, yo. Like your employees are your employees. You don't really need to be nice to them, whatever. Because guess what? They don't have a voice. Who are they going to go to? They're not going to go to anyone. Now that you got that their Twitter, that their social media, everyone has a voice and everyone can speak up. So these celebrities who used to no longer rely on people to be where they were in their life are now sort of subject to the experience of the people around them. Because if it's not good, they're going to be vocal about it. And if it's not good to a lot of people, it's going to be echoed throughout the community. And so these CEOs, that was weird. These are aliens.
Is that someone getting a haircut? Did you hear that?
I heard
These CEOs, these execs, these higher ups, the wealthy, the top tier, on the top of the hierarchy, like they have a responsibility now to just be fucking nice, like be kind. How hard is it to just be? You're not the days of entitlement are over, ladies and gentlemen. Be kind. It's nice to be important, but it's important to be nice.
Wow. Some Gandhi shit. What I think might happen here, what I fear is, what if all these like cancellation people end up canceling all the actually kind of nice people, and the only people left are like the assholes that are uncancelable. So like for example, they're like, cancel Ellen, cancel all the people that are pretending to be nice. Me and the Nelk boys elevate Banks. Fucking Adam 22. They're like, yo, we can't cancel these guys. They're just assholes. Everyone knows it. And then we run the fucking world. Did the cancel culture work? You fucked yourself. Now you got a bunch of
backfired
fucking assholes
entirely.
at the top. Dave Portnoy running the stock market. I'm running for president. Like, you fucked up. You had Ellen DeGeneres. All she did was make you chew gum. You couldn't deal with that, dude. Now look at you.
Man.
So I wonder what's gonna happen, because it's hot and it's heated in the moment. That's how this cancel culture tends to go. Everyone's like tweeting away with their heavy thumbs. But in a week, like, will people care? Maybe. It will plague her for a while. We'll see what happens.
Has she
But
said anything?
I'm looking at a hashtag right now. Hashtag replace Ellen. She did issue an apology. I'm not sure what it was, but I say replace Ellen with David Dobrik.
Oh, I thought you meant
There
the
it is.
videographer.
We talked about it a long time ago.
I think he could do it. Yeah. Can you imagine?
It might be the time. Would he still be the Ellen show or would it be the David show?
Probably wouldn't be the Ellen show, Mac,
Why not?
because his name's David.
I mean, you just got to keep that legacy going, right? Long live Ellen.
I don't think so.
Somebody was already talking about a replacement for who's the late night talk show dude that sings with David Dobrik?
James Corden.
Yeah, James Corden. I
He's
think
sharp. He's
He's
a
going to do
sharp
daytime
guy.
and then nighttime. That's a long day for that guy.
He's clocked.
He's got to drive around in his car and sing with people all day. How's he going to do that?
Yeah.
Can't do both.
Dwayne Johnson bought the XFL, bought a piece of it.
how did that
Dwayne the Rock fucking Johnson paid $15 million to co-own the XFL. The XFL. So what is it? It's like a B-list NFL. It's a football league.
Extreme Football League.
And is that what it stands for?
Yeah.
The X?
They didn't even put the E in.
No,
They just went
because they
X.
want to be cool.
Yeah.
The extreme. What makes it so extreme? Do you know?
Just overall extremity, bro. I mean,
Right,
it's there's no limit to how extreme it could be.
Right.
They're like suplexing people off the goalpost and
Is
stuff.
that-
It's a
no,
wrestlers
is it-
league,
I-
right?
I think so. I think they were like days away from officially declaring bankruptcy, and fucking Dwayne the Rock Johnson took a break from saving skyscrapers and stopping Godzilla from burning down the city, and he said, "Nope, I'm gonna buy the fucking XFL for $15 million.
15 mil?
This was dumb,
Bro.
This was dumb,
Bro, anytime you could buy any kind of league, air quotes, for 15 M's, bro, you're probably making like, you can't even
apart.
franchise a McDonald's for that price, I don't think. I think it's more than that to franchise a McDonald's. He bought a fucking league. Like, we could have gathered some shekels and bought the fucking
I know.
Are
We
you
coulda- we
fucking
coulda
me,
done it.
bro?
Except here's the issue. I fucking wouldn't have, because it's dumb. Bro, there's a reason they were about to go out of business. Like, I will say this. I'm saying this now, and I don't think the XFL is going to go anywhere, but if anyone can turn it around, it's the fucking Rock. And if he does, he'll go down in the books even more than he already was going down in the books. Like, pulling that up from the graveyard and reviving the XFL, why it might work is because he is so genuine and authentic as a leader and businessman. He said he bought it for two reasons. One, the love of the game. Loves football. I don't know if you guys know Dwayne Johnson's story, but he thought he was going to go to the NFL, had some horrible injuries. At the time, like anyone who had a dream, he thought his life was over. Turns out to be the best mishap of his life, because then he had the $7 in his pocket and went out to Hollywood and made a career for himself, became a WWE superstar. Now he's one of the biggest entertainers in the world. Number two, giving the fans, the audience, the people what they want. Serving the people. If you can serve the customer and the consumer and you love the thing you're doing, there's a recipe there. The business model and the business that he's in might be a bit harder to, again, rehabilitate, but there's a recipe. If there's one person that should be leading the helm and can make it happen, it's D fucking J.
Oh my God, bro. I don't know enough. I won't speak on it because I don't know enough about the business, why it was so, like, honestly, that 15M price tag to me is just hilarious. Like, you imagine him sitting at the 50-yard line, if they even have one of those in the XFL, and like they're like, "Yeah, well, why are you at the game?" Like some fat pudgy fuck drinking out of a red cup, because I'm sure that's who goes to those games. He's like, "Yeah, what do you do, Rock Johnson, for the league?" And he's like, "I actually bought it. One day I was bored, so I wired 15 M's over to Vince McMahon, who, by the way, who he bought it off.
You're lying.
Yeah.
I should also mention his business partner Danny Garcia.
Right.
Bought it with him.
Yeah.
Who used to be his wife. Which
Wait, so I'm sorry.
there's an interesting dynamic here. Do you know about this?
No.
So here, look at the Rock. So he was married to Danny Garcia, who was his wife, and I believe he had his first kid with. And now they're business partners, and he's remarried. And I remember on Baywatch, I was watching the interaction, and it was so interesting how professional they were. Like, they truly split as romantic partners and really just became business partners, and it's working. And again, he's remarried, and his current wife doesn't have a problem with him working with his ex-wife.
She
and baby
got a problem.
She probably
She
has
got a problem. And let me tell you something else. You know who else got a problem? Danny. Okay, because let me tell you this, bro. I can imagine being in one of those business meetings. They're like, okay, like the business people come out. They're like, okay, we've got the structure of the deal laid out for you. It gives you $32 million for you, Dwayne The Rock, and $18 million for you, Danny. And she's like, and Dwayne's like, what'd you say? And she's like, 18 million, huh? Even though I sat through that time you fucked Tanya in Miami Beach, 1996,
Oh, no.
motherfucker. And all of a sudden you've got that pass indiscretions rolling in and affecting the business.
Bro, you gotta understand, these people aren't like us. They're literally machine people.
Oh, really? Like,
Dog,
actually?
these are
Wait,
top.
actually.
Yes.
machine people.
First off, look at this, dude. Are you kidding me? These are
got some
machine
biceps,
humans.
man.
They don't operate like us. They don't sleep our hours. They don't eat the things we do. On Baywatch, dog, I saw him eating oil. He was drinking oil.
What kind of like castor?
He's a
oil?
robot.
Motor
Wait,
oil.
so that lady could choke out Bradley Martin. Easily. And by the way, just a quick teaser. I told y'all last episode I was gonna make the Bradley Martin Bryce Hall fight happen. It fucking happened, and it was atrocious.
bad.
He saw the footage of it. This was, I would consider this a felony, between a felony and a potential aggravated homicidal attempt. Bryce, I'm not even gonna tell you. Maybe Bryce was the winner, maybe he wasn't. But I'll tell you this: the video's coming out when you watch this. It's dropping tomorrow, and it's bad. Dude.
It's pretty ruthless.
TikTok gone for ever. Never coming
that's
back.
not true.
It's already gone.
It's not true.
All right, it's not. But Donald Trump has, as if he couldn't upset some people more. He said he don't fuck with TikTok. He said I don't fuck with it, dude. It's not my vibe.
Yeah, he said, I don't fuck with you, TikTok.
Yeah, I don't like Chinese people, and it's over. You know?
So he said that? Or
Yeah,
no?
no. But he just said, this is a massive security risk, and they don't want to play ball. And by the way, like maybe he's right. I don't fucking know.
But he gave TikTok 45 days to sell to an American.
So by September 15th, it looks like they have to strike the deal with it. It probably will end up being Microsoft. Otherwise, Trump is gonna fucking say, "You're fired" to fucking TikTok, dude.
goodbye.
And Addison Rae was tweeting at her old school LSU or hometown school like, "Yo, I got to get back
still
in."
up?
Yeah, you still there
still
at
up?
LSU? You up?
You up right now?
It's crazy.
Yeah, a lot of these TikTokers are about to become college students. Well, what did you do? What's your degree in? TikTok. But now it's in computer finance.
I'm a CAD draw. I draw CAD paintings. So yeah, I mean that's scary.
Are you gonna miss it though? Is anyone gonna miss TikTok?
I will. I think I can speak for
There's gonna be
every
another
millennial
one.
and Gen Z when I say I'll miss TikTok. I mean, I don't. It's not gone.
I
but
feel like it's cursed to always be a 15 seconds of fame thing. Vine, 6 seconds. It only like lasted in the grand scheme of things
How
a
crazy
short
is
period of
that?
time. TikTok, short period of time.
how crazy is that?
Like if the thing is up for your videos are 15 seconds long, you're not gonna have longevity out of that.
So you're saying the type of content posted on the platform is indicative of the longevity of the platform?
Wow.
Currently, that's the trend. I would say yes.
But this
see.
one's not-
We'll see with Triller. We'll see with Byte. Right. That's the other one.
No.
But I mean, they're like, if TikTok doesn't sell, they got what? They have a $110 billion valuation or something.
Yeah,
Like,
more than
Wow.
that.
Something
Shit.
crazy.
What, TikTok? TikTok's upside 180B.
But
Insane.
who buys that?
Bill
I don't
Gates,
know. I mean,
Microsoft,
that's
why?
always the question. No, they can't even acquire that. It's too big of an acquisition. I
big
mean, it'd have to be
acquisition.
some sort of. I don't even fucking know.
Well, if
Maybe
you're
like.
forced to sell by the president, you have to.
Well, no,
Yeah,
I think
that's
that. By the way, I
insane,
think
first
they're
of all.
only liquidating the U.S. operations.
Oh.
Yeah, and
I
so,
say.
like,
I say. Yeah, I got it.
Okay.
I say we get the biggest TikTok stars in the world. Let's do like 1 million followers plus. We gather them all in a Facebook group. Coordinate a time to show up outside of the White House and do a renegade dance all at the
Yep,
same
yep,
time
yep.
in protest. That you keep our app.
Mm-hmm.
I think we can make enough noise and shake our hips and our asses just enough that we can convince Donald Trump. And by the way, when we're there outside, everyone just be telling Donald how great he is.
100%.
Feed his ego.
100%.
Tell
Get him in the
look,
TikTok.
Get him in it.
Bro.
Put him at the front.
That's
Put
gonna be
him
the
in,
world's
let him
shortest
lead it,
protest,
bro.
by the way.
Like let him. Like I want to see the president throw it back.
Oh, 100%. 100%. I think he could win over a lot of the younger, like Democrat and like as his side call them, like the bleeding heart liberals by tossing it back one time.
Once.
You know what I'm saying?
Ooh.
Just
I'm
to
not
throw
asking
it
you to do it
fucking
a
back.
lot.
Bro, we get it. He can't walk down a fucking ramp. That doesn't mean he can't yoss that shit back for a
it
real
doesn't.
one.
Or
Are you
hit
fucking
one
kidding
woe.
me?
If the president, I swear to God, if the president hit one woe,
World peace. World
he
peace.
would win the election.
World peace.
I swear.
Straight
If
up.
Donald Trump went with the
Game
noise,
over.
with the noise, with the little pop smoke, he went. Grr. He would win
Bitch.
the
I
election.
just thought of an idea.
Uh.
I know who can save TikTok.
It's got to be
Donald Trump. we were just
Alexander
talking
Cooper
about,
from
Call Her
Daddy.
Daddy.
No.
She's
It's actually a man who's come to the rescue very recently.
Casey
for a
Neistat.
family.
Casey Neistat.
No, one more guess.
Roman Atwood.
The Rock.
Roman Polanski.
The Rock's buying TikTok.
I don't think he can afford that.
TikTok rock.
Speaking of coming to the rescue,
TikTok Rock.
baseball's back. Sports. Bro, fucking sports. Bro, honestly, I'm watching the Twitter the other day. Sports.
Wait, is this
Over to you,
is
Logan.
Is this a dream?
No.
Is this
Trade
really
of
happening?
kind with sports.
Is the NBA actually returning in less than a week? You're damn right it is. Mark your calendars, folks. This week, the NBA makes as much anticipated return to action with the slate of games, and the Lakers still considered the favorites to win it all. I can think of no better way to get in on the action than by placing a bet in mybookie.ag. Bet you didn't see that ad read coming, did you? With MyBookie, it's simple. You bet, you win, and they pay. MyBookie is the only online sports book that loves the NBA as much as you do. That's why they have over 150 different bets for you to choose from. Will any team go 8-0 after the restart? How many points will LeBron average? Who's winning on opening day, the Lakers or the Clippers? All these bets and more are available at mybookie.ag. But remember, even Kawhi Leonard warms up before playing, so be sure to check out MyBookie's other offerings like up-to-the-minute odds on UFC and MLB. With thousands of lines and a host of props, MyBookie's the only name you need to remember when it comes to getting action in on the games you watch. Join today and MyBookie will double your first deposit, and not only will they match you dollar for dollar, they're also throwing in a free $10 NBA future bet. Just enter the promo code Logan to claim when signing up. Remember, at MyBookie, the terms are simple. You bet, you win, they pay.
Wow, nice job on the ad read.
Appreciate you.
I like my book. You know why? We got the same initials.
MB.
Yes.
Mac Bilski. Macklin Bilski.
That's me.
I got something to talk about.
Me too.
And
but you go first.
No, you go first.
I got
go
beef.
first?
Your
I
son's-
got beef.
Mine's beef related too.
Yeah, let's start flipping patties, huh?
All right, ready for this? 6ix9ine released a new song yesterday, and the internet caught a slight blaze. I wouldn't call it a fucking wildfire like it normally is when he posts, because I think that his clout is starting to trickle off.
I called this.
Yeah,
I called this. People are going to stop giving a fuck. Like, we get it. We get it. You're the dude who snitched and then somehow got out of jail and got rainbow hair and
Loud.
loud. You make the occasional banger, and it's like your music's somewhat listenable too, and makes, Tatianas want to shake their ass. We get it. I said this. I think in 6 months to a year, people are gonna be scrolling by his Instagram posts a little faster.
yeah. I took a bike ride yesterday after he released Chochi, Yaya. What was this one? Punani.
Punani.
It's always something. It's always something like that.
Oh, it's okay.
And I want to know why. Why do I feel the way I do towards him? He's never hurt me in any way. He's never done anything to make me upset. And I know people thoroughly enjoy his music. There's a little pudgy little kid in his fucking cul-de-sac right now riding his bike around with 4 pegs on it that he's never going to grind anything. But he's riding around with 4 fucking pegs. And he's like, fucking, I'm mad, he mad, big mad, you mad. And his mom's like, Jimmy, get in here, you fucking scumbag, it's time for dinner. That's happening. And who am I to fucking take that kid's happiness away? So I'm riding my bike in my loser ass biking outfit, which no one can take anything I say seriously in. Okay, what? No, it's a great outfit. I know that, but I just look like a weirdo in it. I'm thinking to myself, why am I so upset? Why do I have this guttural, just upset reaction to 6ix9ine? And everybody's always like, yo, yeah, he snitched. But hip hop ain't about the streets anymore. Hip hop ain't about doing gang shit no more. Not too long ago, though, it was. That is what hip hop is rooted in. Hip hop is rooted in the criminal life and in the fucking streets, bro. Okay? And as someone who had every narcotics related decision in my life decided for me by Jay-Z, Biggie, Nas, 50, Lloyd Banks, Jada, all the way up to, I even got respect for Shmurda and all these dudes that are saying, Shine, dude. I realized yesterday that the reason I have F's on my rap sheet and the reason why I had to go in front of a judge in the first place was because of snitches. All of my arrests were because of snitches. And in my old line of work, at first snitches ended up in ditches, then it turned into snitches get stitches, but now snitches get bitches? What the fuck happened? What happened? Like, yo, this motherfucker has deemed it cool to be a snitch. Okay, so once again, no problem with his music, no problem with his fans, no problem with his rise to fame, no jealousy, no problem with his clout. I love it. Biggest thing on YouTube, get your money, boy. But where is the culture right now? Meek Mill, you were supposed to fire back at this motherfucker. You're from the streets, you're from Philly. The whole fucking city fucks with you, bro. Why have you not done anything? Where are the street dudes? Why is the culture just deemed this okay? That's my only question. I just want to know, why is a white kid from Connecticut giving culture lessons
You're gonna
right now?
you're gonna hate this answer. You're gonna hate it.
What is it?
It's because of the art. And I hate to even say that. And take art with a grain of salt. But it's because of the art. Do you know how hard it is for people to celebrate a person from their art?
Celebrate a person?
Separate, sorry.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, okay.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Separate a person
Got
from
it,
their art.
got it.
Like Michael Jackson's a good example. A lot of people don't give a
R.
fuck about
Kelly,
what he did.
R. Kelly.
R. Kelly.
So some people still rock Remix to Ignition. That's I'm sorry,
That's
bro.
at every wedding,
Yo,
yeah.
he pissed on some people.
Yeah, he pissed
Some young people. And bro, by the way, horrible.
Yeah.
Horrible. But if I'm driving down the street in Lana's Lambo and Remix to Ignition comes on, I'm lowering the windows, I'm bumping the shit to 100 and blowing the fucking speakers
I don't think
out,
you
bro.
are. I'm calling your bluff. I don't
Nah,
think you
nah,
are.
nah.
No, because I
No,
thought
bro.
I was like
It's
you.
the Remix
I thought
to
I was like you.
Ignition, hot and
I'll
fresh.
go. I'll go
Bro.
first. I'll do the first hook. I'm out. You go past the first hook. You're going to hell.
Oh, is that how it works?
Yeah.
Here's what I think, Mike. You go to a trash can outside a restaurant, you're throwing away your garbage. You just finished a great meal from that Italian joint down the street that you used to go to in New York all the time. You open the lid of that trash can. Oh, what do you see? You see
6ix9ine.
a rat sitting right on top
Yeah.
of that trash. Do you go out of your way to chase that rat down and kill it, or do you just throw your trash away, put the lid on, let the thing go on, live its life as a rat in a trash can?
This seems tricky, and I get it. I'm with you. I hear you. But when I go on Twitter and there's a 17-year-old kid who is listing his top 10 rappers of all time, and just before NLE Choppa and the other 5 people he's listed after it, motherfucking 6ix9ine is number 1. Jay ain't on the list, Big ain't on the list, Pac ain't on the list.
They're
The
out of
culture has fucked us. And I will make another point here. I believe a part of the problem is motherfucking white money. Wow, crazy. Another thing from a fucking white kid to say. But as soon as hip hop became mainstream and all the white money rolled in, the culture's defense of mortal sins like snitching and giving up your set and fucking doing all the shit that happens and wearing dresses as a rapper, the culture that used to say, nope, not fucking happening. When we see you, no more. That culture doesn't exist anymore because when the money starts rolling in by the billions from Alabama, from Louisiana, from fucking Idaho, from Montana, when little Jimmy's riding his bike around the
Russia.
cul-de-sac, but he's like, Mom, you got to get me 6ix9ine's new album. And the mom's like, if you take your ADHD meds, Jimmy, I'll buy you 6ix9ine's new album. And that happens. The culture turns a blind eye because they valued money more than the culture, bro. I truly believe that's what's happened. And like I said, once again, 6ix9ine, get your Fashion Nova money, get the YouTube views, get all of it. But what I would love to see someone step up and be like, yo, at least we don't. Some people have said we don't condone it. Some people have been like, yo, this dude, like, turned informant. Like, do you know how many opportunities I had sitting in front of investigators and they were like, because that's the other excuse that the people on Twitter use. Anybody would have done that in his position. Bobby Shmurda is still in jail. Shine did, what, a fucking decade for that Diddy shooting when he lit that club up? Nobody snitched.
Yeah, but
Not
is that-
everybody would do it. That's the whole point of being a fucking G, bro. Not everybody would do it.
I think we're in an interesting time, which I've started to call the verification era. So, like, the thing with Ellen, everyone has, this equal platform to spread their voice and verify whether or not someone's actually a good person or a bad person.
Right.
It's becoming increasingly difficult to keep, shit that should be hidden. Or not even hidden. You just, things come to the surface very quickly. And I guess in 6ix9ine's case, he was just like, yo, screw it. I'm out on this gang shit, which now, of course, he runs around the town with 100 people, whatever.
Yeah, what do you guys think about that? I mean, is that safe?
He,
No, I mean,
he has to. What do you mean?
He has to. He doesn't have a choice.
No.
but-
Is it safe that he's out in the public in the middle of the city that he forsaked
Did he forsake the city? I don't know.
Well, I mean, he's
do we
in the-
glorify? The question is, do we continue to glorify gang violence or
Mm.
gang activity that is potentially negative and can hurt the greater whole of the community that it's a part of? I think
the
it's
culture
difficult.
Mike's talking about. You
The exact culture. I mean, Mike,
is very
you're
great
having an
it's
issue because
yeah.
you're unable to forgive your past or your drug dealing. You still have some connection to that.
But, I mean, even
it's
in
cool
the-
to honor it, but I
even
don't
in-
think it's great to glorify gang violence or drug dealing.
But
a
even
good
in the
point.
last song, but that's what I'm getting at. What I'm getting at is he got to where he is by glorifying gang violence.
Absolutely.
And still, like, even in his last song, like, pull up at the burger spot with a, I don't even know what the fucking lyric
I'll
is,
find it.
with a chopper or some
I'll
shit,
goddamn
right?
find it.
So he's still glorifying gang violence, even though, and riding that wave of the culture, even though he doesn't follow the rules of that culture. I don't know.
He's young. I think you're looking at it short. I think long term he'll fall off in his songs that are now 1 minute and 40 seconds that are just him yelling absolutely nothing. People will fall out of favor of those.
It's not nothing. He's saying some real good stuff.
Oh, go ahead.
Guzzle it, eat it. She a doggy ass bitch. Muzzle up her shit. She just want the ecstasy and shit. Trippy,
All right.
trippy in this bitch.
All right, listen.
Yeah,
I
that
mean,
bitch will pop. if I
Songbird of a
tip her.
generation for sure.
Songbird.
But
He's saying some real. I mean, that stuff is fucking eons of wisdom in those syllables. There's collectively only a total of about probably 10 to 12 words used in this entire song, which is talent in itself.
impressive. The Beatles had something very similar. I think not 90%, something like 60% of the words in Hey Jude are na 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 na.
Oh yeah, that's quality shit though.
Yeah.
All right, let's fuck it. If we see,
Hey man,
what comes after a rainstorm? 6ix9ine's
Rainbows.
rainbow hair.
pot of gold.
Where you going? I had a question for Michael.
Go for it.
Are you so hot that you can't answer this question?
Lay it on me. There's a
I-
heat wave in LA right now. Just so
Yeah.
you know.
It's-
It's like
oh,
It's
110
hot as
fucking
fuck.
degrees.
I have to text my dad every day to make sure he hasn't burned up in a forest fire at the ranch.
How hot is it out there?
Real hot. And those signs you drive by with the little Smokey the Bear says
Fire danger.
Fire danger today. Level chance of fire. It's always on high.
It's like extreme level.
He sent me a
plus,
picture
plus.
of. He sent me a picture over the mountain. There was a giant smoke cloud.
Ooh,
Yeah, it's hot.
that's scary.
He put it on his Snapchat. He said, "Wow, these clouds are beautiful."
Lay it on me. What do you
All
got?
right, that was a shitty, just horrible, fucking horribly delivered joke. Okay, so here's what happened. I took Josie on a date. I try to do dates maybe once a month.
Yeah.
I'm not a super traditional guy. I'm not like the best dater because when I go on dates, I'm still me. I'm still very much me. I'm just a kid trying to have fun. 25 years old, running around Santa Monica, Hollywood, LA, not really knowing what he's doing. Just want to impress my girl, have a good time with her. Josie gets real mature. Not real mature, but she definitely like levels up.
Yeah.
It's date
Like
night.
she goes into date mode.
Yep, her posture straightens up a little bit.
Right.
She gets taller because of those heels that she puts on.
Yep.
She's smiling a little bit more than usual, and I'm like, dang, like she's such a good date partner, and I want to be a good date partner too, you know. So I'm opening the doors. It's not like I'm not cordial. I will say everything I'm doing is ace. It's fucking ace. But she asked me sometimes when we're in public, we'll be hanging out. She asked me to hold her purse.
No. The answer's fucking no. dude.
help.
The answer's no. Amara does this to me all the time. She's like, babe, hold my purse. I'm like, I'm not.
In public.
In public. It was in one of my last vlogs. I'm like, I'm not holding your fucking purse. Someone's going to see us.
Bro.
And take a fucking
Bro.
picture of. Why do you want me to hold a 1 pound object? It's a power play. It's a power
I know
play.
it
because
is.
What are you saving her bodily harm by the purse is nothing.
I know. Just set it on do something. Set it somewhere because I will give everything to this girl, but for some reason she hands me her purse. Like I hold it, mind you, but I ain't doing it out in the open. I held it and ducked behind a car. I crawled under a Chevy. I will not hold the purse out. Dude, I don't know something about it. Mind you, I'm the dude who says, "Yo, be a simp." Pay for everything. Open the door for your girl. Send her flowers when she's working on set. Everything. I cannot hold her purse in public. I don't know why.
Big purse, small purse.
Small purse. It's blue. It's Gucci. It looks like a girl's purse. I can't be the only guy who does this. Please comment below if you're listening to this. I need to know. Is there a solution here? Is Are we wrong? Are we
Absolutely
being
not.
misogynistic
No.
like fucks?
No, absolutely not.
I'm
bro.
in the don't carry the purse in the first place kind of thing.
What if you
like-
have things?
Like what?
And moreover, I don't know if you know this because you're single, but girls use purses as an accessory to their outfit.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
I
sometimes
totally
it's strictly
understand.
just
Hey,
for
I'm in
look.
the fashion world. I get it. But
Okay.
you don't need it sometimes.
Correct, but on that one date night a month, bro, you give it your all. Dog, I put on a button down.
What?
I wore Laurel Piana open shoes. My fucking ankles were showing.
This was when you went to the Crab House.
Yeah,
in
so
Santa
good, by
Monica?
the way.
I gave you that recommendation.
You are drenched.
Bro, honestly, dude, I'm gonna hit some. You know what it is too? Ever since we got that face surgery where we got the shots in our
Oh,
face,
yeah.
my face has been bluster fucking red, and I can't fucking
Because
make
you got
it stop.
white blood cells in there puffing out your skin and making you look
I'm gonna
young.
cool off,
All right. But yeah, I don't know. I got no problem being a simp.
It's a tough one to hold the purse. It just kind of.
I've always had an issue with it.
What was the circumstance leading up to it? Like, why did you have to hold the purse?
I don't know. She needs to tie a shoe, put a coat on, whatever it is. Hey, wait, that's the better question. That's the better question. What circumstance would she be? What would she be unable to do because she's holding a purse?
I could see putting a coat on, but for 1 second,
Say. It did have a strap. That's what I'm saying. I don't need to. This isn't. It's not necessary.
maybe she wants you to be nice.
That's
and
what Mike's
hold it
saying.
for
That's what
1
Mike's
second.
saying. It's
I
a
get
power
it.
play. It's to see how much your boyfriend will simp for you. I ain't fucking buying it, Josie. All right? We're gonna find a nice shelf for you to set your purse on. Or if you do give it to me, I'm out for the time being.
Seems like Josie's been causing a lot of problems for people around here, me included. I got beef with you, Paul.
Oh, what we got? Okay.
Mike, I'm sure you're part of this. I know Dave's a part of it too.
Is this your beef that
This
you're
is-
talking about?
This is it, man. All vegetarian beef. I was upset. I got a phone call, 2 phone calls, 11 o'clock at night. Just hopped out of the shower, had a nice relaxing evening. All of a sudden, I get this phone call from Josie. Hey, Mac. I'm just wondering, are you with Logan right now?
Oh, yeah.
No. Why would I get that call? What's going on here? What am I supposed to do in this situation? Okay.
No, she said, Logan said he's with you.
Yeah.
Are you with him right now?
Yeah. So I'm primed to now I'm being put in a position where I either have to lie, just completely tell the truth that I'm not, or figure out a gray area to navigate some strange waters that I don't want to be in.
Well, my
That is the
turkey's
aliens.
ready in the microwave.
That is the aliens.
They're trying to communicate with me.
It was the TV.
All right.
So we got
Gray area, gray water to navigate some waters that I got to navigate through that I don't want to be in. I don't want to be in this spot.
right.
And you know what I say is, no, Josie, I just got out of the shower. I haven't seen him. She's like, but 20 minutes ago. I was like, I just had gotten in the shower, and you know, I didn't lie.
Yep.
I said I was with you recently,
Yep.
because I was,
Yep.
and that I had just gotten in the shower, and that was about all I had. But you punked us, man. You played us and you manipulated us, and it hurt, and I didn't like it at all. I don't ever want to be put in that position.
So let me get this straight. You're mad because you didn't have my back?
Huh?
You're mad because you didn't have why you why
I
was the
did
beef?
not have your back. I didn't have any backs. I took myself out of
He doesn't even
situations.
have
So,
a
So,
I,
so then what's the beef?
no spine.
What's the beef?
Man, why you do that to us?
Yeah, that was
To
wild.
to check my boys.
Everybody passed.
No one passed except Georgie.
No one.
So
no,
now,
hold on
here's
a sec.
the
Hold on a
question.
sec. That's
Here's the
not-
question.
That's actually not true. Well, let me fucking say this because I knew that you were gonna say that. What was George gonna do when she was like, "Oh, Logan, can I talk to Logan on your phone? Like, why does he keep calling from his phone?"
Boys, this is a game about quick thinking and loyalty.
Yeah, here was my quick thinking. He didn't lie. I was just with him, not now. That worked perfectly.
Exactly.
Right.
It literally
right,
worked
right.
perfectly.
I didn't. I wouldn't say that.
What
So
was
my issue is-
the
Okay, technically it worked, but I wouldn't say worked perfect. George's picture perfect.
I'm with him right
execution.
now, but he's in the bathroom. He said he'll call you back.
Which is Josie said, "What would you do if you got this call from one of your boys, girls?" And before we called George, I said, "I'd probably say he's like pooping or something. I'll go get him for you, but he's gonna have to call you later because he's in the bathroom." And George said that exact same thing.
And here's where I detract or walk away from that. What if she 2 seconds later, is like, oh shit, I just remembered I have George's location and Logan's location. Like here's the thing.
doesn't.
She doesn't. But what if she did? So here's why I say this. I always handle those situations in a way where I walk the line between a direct and evident broken lie and the truth.
You did second best.
So let me tell you why. She could have never said what you just said is untrue. Like everything I said was, there was no way for her to find out that I was not telling the truth. George's was easily detectable that if you didn't call back, like if she was just like, yo, have Logan call from your phone so I know that he's with you. He couldn't have done that.
Let me ask you this worst case scenario. Because let's be honest, you guys love Josie. You like Josie, whatever the verb is, or what figure of part of speech is that? Like adverb? Is that an adjective? No, it's like I think it's an adverb.
It's a word.
Yeah, it's definitely a word.
Whatever way you feel about her, at the end of the fucking day, you got no loyalty to Josie compared to me, right? So worst case scenario, she catches you in a lie. Yeah, I fucking lied to protect my boy. What do you want?
Well, here's where I'll draw the line with that. I have a loyalty to myself first as a truth teller before to you.
This is where I both know that's not true.
100% true.
No,
bro,
not 100%.
Bro, you have no idea the amount of times I've had to sit in front of. No, actually, it's not true. This part's not true. So let me back it up before I say a lie.
Nice.
Off to a horrible start.
Okay, let me say the amount of times I had to sit in front of someone and tell them something that I so easily could have lied about that hurt so bad to tell the truth on because I simply don't lie. I don't do it. I don't fucking lie about anything. I tell simply 100%. It is my brand.
You tell your truth.
It is my brand.
But you and I both know
to tell 100% of the truth all the fucking time. I don't. To me,
there is a difference.
If my truth to me is my truth, then me telling it is the truth to me.
Okay.
Sometimes
like there's no other way to tell. There's no other way to tell the truth about something than your truth.
Because truth shouldn't be subjective. Right?
It's give me an example. What? Give me an example.
According to quantum physics, truth can be subjective because everyone.
It can be?
According to quantum physics, because everyone perceives everything differently. But when it comes to like cut and dry situations that are, something is this black, is this white? Like you can't.
I can say without a shadow of a doubt that I have not told a actual lie in I can't even remember the last fucking lie I told. It's been more than a decade.
I can tell you. You know
which one?
The whole issue with the shrimp.
That was 1,000% a miscommunication, and we never even got to. Yeah, it was. Yes, it was. You asked me a specific question that I did not have an answer to at the time because I didn't recall the conversation. I answered it in fast-paced motion without thinking back to
so you told your truth.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right.
Which wasn't the absolute truth.
No. But it was me telling the truth.
Your truth.
Sometimes people say things for self-preservation. So my issue with this situation, it's okay. You guys are going to keep going on about this. You guys are going to keep going on about this. It's going to draw a divide, and you're not going to like it.
Okay, let me finish this. If you adjust a statement for self-preservation, that's not the truth. That is not the truth. Right. That is not what I did. I told the truth to the best of my ability. 100% to the best of my ability. If I ask you a question that you do not have the answer to, and you give me your answer to the best of your ability, you have told the truth. Logan, what's 100 times 9,657? If you give me an answer and I'm like, actually, that's wrong, man, you still told the truth. You told me the
dumbest shit.
No, you told me.
I've heard.
You told me
in my life.
In a situation like that, it'd be better to just say, I don't know. But in this situation, I felt pressured to lie, and I don't personally like to lie. And when someone puts me in a position where I have to lie, I feel uncomfortable, and I don't like that at all.
I get that.
Yeah, so that's why I was disappointed.
Which is what he's saying as well. Which is what he's saying.
So we don't want to be put in that position.
In general, I totally fucking agree with you. I'm just saying, it's hard to say absolutes. Like I'll sit here and tell you right now, I don't tell the truth 100% of the time. I'm a really fucking honest person.
Yeah,
but I lie when I need to fucking lie.
I never do. I'm dead serious.
I gotta check you.
I just don't. If you gave me a better example than that one, because that one's like, yo, honestly, like your truth is based on intent and the knowledge that you have of a situation at the time. That's all you can have. If your intent is, I'm going to go into the situation and tell exactly the truth of what I know. That's exactly what I did. I said everything I fucking know. You asked me a very specific detail about a meaningless conversation that I have a million a fucking day. Didn't give a fuck about it. I was sitting in your bedroom talking to you. You asked me a very specific detail. It was way outside my random access memory, and I told the truth based on the intent of telling the truth and the information I had at the time. If you do that, I believe you have satisfied the prerequisites for telling the truth. That is what I believe. I mean, we could probably even find a definition of what it means to tell the truth, but I guarantee you that if it's intent to tell the truth and using the information you have at the time to do so, you are probably covered in, probably even in a court of law.
Maybe.
We could dig into this more. This is a very metaphorical, metaphysical conversation. Like, it's like, who knows what? Are you actually bad?
No, not anymore. I mean,
You
once I found-
were.
I was at the
You
time.
were.
I mean, it's like it sucks. Like I said, I don't want to be put in a position where I have to like make up a story that, you know, then when I get if for example it were the truth that Logan Paul was running around on his girlfriend, and I then came up with a lie and then had to defend myself and
Well, that's what I'm saying. Who gives a fuck?
me personally, I don't want to be in
Yeah,
that
also-
position
Right.
because
So,
I like
okay.
to tell the truth and I don't have
Yeah,
anything
So
to-
that's the other thing. Like, to each his own, different strokes for different folks. Your loyalty to yourself was more important than your loyalty to your friend at the moment.
in that situation, of course.
Yeah, actually, that's
which is fine. Like some people are. That's how they operate.
And I did not have your back. I just didn't
no, also
say
bro,
anything.
it was-
You know,
it
it's
was-
like-
that's how I am on it too, though, because like I'm not, if my boy is like being a scumbag, like I'm not gonna go out of my way to make a story.
I
up
told
about
Josie
that.
this too.
Fuck
I told
that,
Josie this
dude.
too. I
That's
said-
whack. Like, act right. Dude.
I said, you got a house full of people who really hold each other like accountable to
Yeah.
the highest degree. Like you just don't have a house full of cheaters and scumbags. Like
I'm not gonna throw you under the bus. I would never throw you under the bus.
For sure.
But
But
I would. But like, am I gonna be like, he's right next to me? He just. Unfortunately, we're doing a prank right now where his mouth and hands are taped, and it's a Mr. Beast type prank where we have to wait 24 hours for him to. No, I'm not gonna fucking do that. You gotta dig. Let's put it this way. I will help you, like, smoke with a smoke screen.
Yeah.
But you gotta dig your way out of your own bullshit.
I
You
agree.
feel me?
Hey,
You feel
I
me?
agree. Because honestly, boys, good chance I probably would have done the same shit as you. Like we're friends for a reason. Like I don't like lying.
Yeah.
So it depends. I don't know what the circumstances, but I understood. That's the whole point of the thing. Let's see where their heads are at during this time.
yeah, you're testing us, man.
That's the idea.
I don't know.
It made for some
I
good
don't know if friends do
quality
that.
content.
Oh yeah, it was
We
for
called-
content.
we
Did
called-
anyone- Did you say that?
It was for content.
Yeah, it was for Logan's current vlog. But also, no one said. No. What if it had gone the other way really bad though, and one of the guys was like, "Yo, Josie, like between me and you, like, I know he's like, imagine one of us did that."
I would have fucking because that's a lie. Like, I'm the best boyfriend.
No,
on the
that's what I'm
planet.
saying. But
So
like,
I would have.
But like, what? Yeah, like one of them was like, I mean, but like, yo, if like you hit me up, like I would treat you better. Like, what if that happened? Like, what if that happened? Like, one was like, Evan was just like, yo, I just want to let you know, like, I seen the way you've been looking at me when I'm in the fridge. like, yo, can you imagine? That's why those pranks are scary.
They're bad.
We have a big prank set up this week with another household that is like. You never know which way these pranks are gonna. Like, yo, there are so many pranks, like even with like Nelk Boys with Italian shit like that, where, dude, like, remember when they used to run up on dudes in the hood?
Yeah.
Like, bro, you can get shot,
when the outcome
bro.
is uncertain, you gotta be real
Ready,
tricky.
yeah.
You gotta be real tricky.
Yeah.
We called one of Josie's friends. I called her. Guess what the dynamic was like for
Ooh.
girls? Believe it or not, they're a bit smarter than us, boys.
Wow.
She loves
Covering
you.
the tracks.
I know she would never do any. Like, did they go into that thing or what was it?
She didn't answer, and she called Josie and said,
Why is
"What's
Logan
up?" I
calling?
said, "What's up, girl? What we doing? What's the plan?" I said, "Damn, these girls slick."
But
I think you're gonna say what I'm about to say, what I said to her.
it's because we're not friends. It's because they're not friends with you. Like we are with Josie. Like Josie's here
maybe.
24/7.
Yeah.
Like you don't have that relationship. Like we're all super tight with Josie. Like you're not super
Yeah.
day in and day out tight with those girls.
Potentially.
Like when Josie hit me up, I was like, oh, she's probably with Logan. Probably wants to hang out.
Or ask a question, or
yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
Like, hey, is this microwave really gonna blow up if I use it? Why is there no hot water? Why is there?
yeah, and then you get spammed with a my boyfriend's cheating on me question. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it's tricky.
Shit hurt.
Oh, and the dynamic you didn't understand too is that I had
That's why you
Lana
had
in
to
the
pass.
background.
That's why you had to pass.
I had Lana in the background, and
And
we
you
were
just
on
came from
speaker.
dinner. And you just came from dinner at a
Yeah.
public place. Where like clearly I wasn't with you.
Right.
So you got passed.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie.
All right. Because I could have got caught if I lied. Big time.
Big time.
And she would have been like, yo, I never trust you. I'll never trust you again, bro.
Amara was pissed, right?
She said she was 1 second away from, because she was drinking too that night because we were at Catch. And she said she was 1 second away from, trust your instincts, girl. Trust your instincts. Like the whole background shit. And she was like, I'm happy I didn't say anything crazy.
You know what's crazy? Astronauts just came back from a satellite just orbiting the Earth. How
Nah,
crazy is
that's
that?
crazy.
They landed in the ocean
And Elon Musk is planning on interplanetary travel.
with Tom Cruise.
Tom
That
Hanks?
doesn't surprise me.
No, Tom Cruise trying to go to space and film a movie up there.
Oh, I thought you were saying Tom
That
Hanks.
that fucking guy he
Does all
would
his
do
own
that.
stunts.
I want to be the first YouTuber to vlog in space, but something tells me Mr. Beast,
Mr. Beast, yeah.
is climbing a 100 million foot ladder up there as we speak,
Made of Legos.
with giant clown shoes on.
Made of cash.
Just cash. He stacked his money so high he could get to space.
I brought up something earlier that we haven't talked about yet. My face has been so hot and so fucking red. Mentioned this earlier from our little spa day. We went and got, I don't know if you guys can notice. David was on his fucking.
I know.
He's texting. He's like, "Hello, Eve. I'm so sad that you're in Canada. I do love you very much, so much." And we were like, "Dave, you were actually on a show here. I don't know if you fucking know that or not." But yeah, part of the fifth reason why I started sweating, you know, obviously nerves, anxiety, but also the fucking
PRP.
we got shot up in the fucking face, bro.
White blood cells are back in our face.
Do we look better?
Yes,
I've been
we do.
getting crazy
Yeah.
compliments from Amara and from other people like, yo, you look shiny, you
Yep.
look fresh,
Shiny.
you look renewed. They stuck, for lack of a better way of putting it, needles into our faces, Mac. They shoved
and over again, right?
fucking needles. Like, bro, imagine it was like a little delicate lady like this. Dude, no, bro. They had Jack the Ripper jabbing us in the face with motherfucking needles, bro. Pow, pow. Blood is arterial spray. Brain matter, dude.
Like you
Just
would with an EpiPen?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Over and over. And Logan's like, this really hurts, but it's worth it because of Hollywood. Bro, crazy.
But it was good because
Crazy.
the stuff they were putting in is our own blood.
Weird.
So they took our blood out.
Oof.
They retrieved it, put it in I believe it's called a coagulator.
Yeah.
Spin it around, get all the white blood cells out, then inject those, which are apparently like healthy healing cells, back into your skin. So at this moment in time, we're fixing. No, we're healing our faces with a very natural process. I'm sure there'll be a time
Super
where
natural.
where I pump
Very, very natural.
Botox. What do you mean? It's natural. It's our own blood. There's no
What
added.
part of taking blood out with needles, spinning it around in a machine, and injecting it into your face over and over again is natural?
The technology. It's just technology. We just figured out. We're gaming this. We beat life. We beat life.
We
and
Mr.
stay young
Beasted
forever.
our
That's what I'm
faces.
saying.
Got it.
We gotcha. You tried to. Hey, bitch! You tried to age us, and it didn't work this time.
It was crazy.
Gotcha.
It was like I never thought a day would come that I was, you know, putting adrenochrome into my face.
No,
bro.
no.
And you know,
No, it
Logan
wasn't-
was
it
like, "Yo,
wasn't.
this is adrenochrome, Mike. Like, you understand this comes from the liver of a young octopus who died in fear, right?" And I'm like, "Dude, like, is it gonna make me look like I'm not dying?"
Did you ever
And-
see Ellen pressing Sandra Bullock about that?
Yes, that was so weird,
Yeah.
dude. She's like, "Well, what do you use for your face, Ellen?" And to Sandra Bullock, and Sandra was like, I use this. It's this crazy stuff. It's like taken from like children,
Kind of.
right? Is that what she said?
Something like that,
She's
but it
like,
was
it's
like-
taken
it
from
was
like
pretty
children, and
gross.
Ellen was like, taken from children. What are you talking about? She's like, it happens like overseas. Like, they like take it from children.
They said the liberal elite have a secret child trafficking ring, and they extract a drug called adrenochrome from these children. So what happens? You get them real scared, then you take their blood.
Yeah.
Because
No.
scared blood is-
You don't get them scared and take their blood. You get them scared and then you kill them.
I don't want to.
I don't want to either. Who the fuck would want to do that, dude? I guess they're saying Tom Hanks. Who to me was always just Sully, man. He just got lost on an island one time. Seems like a nice enough fella. I just didn't know that he was gonna.
Tom Hanks keeps getting in plane crashes and ending up on islands and saving people. And what's the deal with that? He's always like,
I'm sorry, but I believe that this stuff is open to some level of either ridicule or at least intense investigation before we're just believing this shit. One of my favorite actors from Road to Perdition, he took a picture of fucking gloves and he's scaring kids with a scream mask and then fucking hatching them. No, I'm gonna ask questions about that. I'm sorry, you're not gonna take away my fucking God-given right to ask questions about that.
Not Sully.
But some people like Sandra Bullock, and clearly she did something where she's taking blood or something from kids, right?
What?
That's what I'm saying. Like she talked
did
about
say-
it on
she
Ellen.
did say that.
Why did she say? Why would
Well, she probably
was-
felt
Was it a
right.
joke?
She
probably
probably
likes to
felt
tell the
right.
truth.
She probably felt right at home talking about that at Ellen's show because it's such a toxic place, bro. She was like, if I'm gonna talk about fucking scaring the shit out of little 4-year-olds, I'm gonna do it with this psychopath Ellen, just as long as she doesn't make me chew a gob of gum. before I tell her.
Vanity can take you to some dark places. I'm telling you. You want to care about how much you look? You might have to do some dark shit.
I watched this documentary with this guy. It's called
Fucking-
Don't Fuck with Cats
Don't Fuck
on
Cats.
Netflix. Don't fuck cats.
Don't fuck cats or
Don't
don't
fuck. Sorry, don't fuck with cats.
Okay, big
But also
difference.
don't fuck cats.
Please don't.
Please don't.
Please don't. You watched it on
All right, you
Netflix.
watch the show?
Very good documentary. I will go as documentary series. I will go as far to say as that it's a masterpiece.
Really? I've
Masterpiece.
heard all about it.
10
I
out of
haven't
10
watched
out of
it.
10. They do not miss a beat. It is riveting. Maybe one beat. There was a part dragged down, but I don't even know.
What do they
it's-
talk about? What's
it's
the show about?
Perfect. Okay, check this. This is fucking crazy. All right, some dude, some sick fuck, put these 2 little kittens in a vacuum seal bag and suck the air out of it. Okay? Posted the video online. Kittens dying, suffocating in this bag. This group formed on Facebook that pretty much pledged to find the sick fuck.
Yeah, it's fucked.
So they did all this research on like, yo, there was a yellow vacuum in this frame. You can only buy that vacuum in North America.
Oh, boy.
This type of cigarette, native to Canada. So they think they have this guy, and they are trying to nail him. They ended up targeting and harassing the wrong guy at one point. That dude ended up killing himself. Real dark. And so now they're hesitant to just point fingers, whatever. And the leads they're getting pointed them in so many different directions they didn't know where to go. Finally, one day, an anonymous message from one of the like blank Facebook accounts with like a sunset as a profile picture, like not an actual human, said the person you're looking for is a guy by the name of Luca Magnotta. So they
Sounds
start
like a
doing
gangster.
It was a gangster, right? So
Yeah.
they start doing research on this guy named Luca Magnotta. And it's like this model, and there's a bunch of fan pages on this guy, and like on YouTube, and like Google search results, Luca Magnotta. And spoiler alert, yeah. And long story short, Luca Magnotta is this narcissistic, just fucking weirdo who littered the web with pictures of himself and pretended to be other people and would comment on his own pictures. Yo, you're so hot,
What?
sexy guy, you're a prince, whatever. And he's this like monotone, really dreary kind of just an odd human. Just like this is a person you look at, you go, something's not ticking in that human's brain. And you could tell by some of the interviews they did and stuff. And it turns out he was leading this Facebook group on this wild, pun intended, cat and mouse chase to find him while he continued to post more videos. Tied a fucking cat to the end of a broomstick, put it in a bathtub, drowned the cat, fed a cat to a python. Bro. So the Facebook group goes, this is a serial killer. Early signs of a serial killer. They're killing animals. Everyone knows that. They try to reach out to the Toronto Police Department because that's where they targeted. They finally, after pinpointing and reverse engineering and geotagging the location of some of the pictures he took, they got a coordinates at the Eaton Mall, something in Toronto. Contacted the police department. They ignored him. Said, yo, this guy's sick. He's a sicko. You need to stop him now. He's going to kill someone. Can you guess what fucking happened?
He killed somebody.
Videotaped it, dismembered him, sent his limbs to the fucking political parties in Canada. Sicko.
Wait, so this is like
It's real dark.
this is like Tiger King on steroids.
On
bro.
steroids. And Tiger King missed beats. It got redundant and boring. This one doesn't. The people they interviewed were very articulate. It was the people who kind of ran the group. And so they referred to themselves as computer nerds. Very smart. There's a guy and a girl. Bowdy Moven was one of the names. And John Green was one of the names.
God dang, that's some dark shit. You know, Netflix is Netflix, right?
They're going for it, yeah.
They are just winning on. I mean, because I want to watch that. I'm stuck on a show right now that I was telling you about before, called Love on the Spectrum, and it's all about documenting autistic people going on dates with other autistic people.
That's nice.
it's a great show. It's fascinating viewing. My concern is just like every time I watch it, I'm like I don't know how I feel about it. And to make matters even greater, or to raise the stakes, they were like, yo, all right, like this is gonna be crazy. We're gonna have autistic people date other autistic people. We're gonna show it on TV. Some brainiac in the fucking brand team throws a curveball. Oi, mate, why don't we do it in Australia? Are you
Nice.
Australian autistic people? That is where they really raise the fucking bar. And so every date goes the same way. They're like, hello. And the other one's like, hello. And he's like, so why don't you go ahead and tell me a little bit about your hobbies and interests? And the other one goes, I like basketball and mowing the lawn. Do you live with your parents? Yeah, it's very interesting to me to see what interactions come out of that.
I would like to talk to the producer and creator of that show and see what their
the
intent
goal is. Yeah,
see what
so
they're fucking. Because is it
it's not-
to mock and ridicule?
absolutely not, but-
Because bro, some of these documentary shows are fucked up.
I
They're
agree,
fucked.
I
No,
agree.
in the one I just described, Don't Fuck with Cats. Some of the people they interviewed just to get the sound bites and walk us through the story of what people felt when they first saw this video of the guy killing the cats. They'd have these poor people watch the video there. Watch the video of the dude being dismembered.
Oh,
And
the
not-
actual murder?
Bro, all of them. They'd sit there and film these people who have already lived this and have been traumatized by this and had to deal with the repercussions in their own life. Like this girl, Body Moving, she had to go to her boss because eventually this like Luca Magnotta was targeting her and posted a video of the casino that she works at. She had to go to her boss and was like, yo, like, I don't know how to say this, but like, my life is maybe in danger and maybe yours is too. After work, I go home and I try to find a cat killer in a Facebook group. It's just like a traumatizing, like semi-embarrassing, vulnerable experience. And having them watch the videos of like cats dying and people getting murdered on screen just to get a talking point for your documentary, as someone who like understands film and storytelling, I get it. Makes for a great story. In real life, it's fucked up. So in real life, when you're watching this and there's two like vulnerable, like young autistic people trying to pursue a real romantic relationship and there's fucking giant Netflix cameras in their face, is it wrong?
They even like throws. I think they like sometimes throw a little bit of like zany music in too. Like, and so I'm just like,
How much of it is
but-
for like the education of other
what I'm
people?
asking.
So
right?
that's what. So I watch
I think
it.
that's fine.
I watch it with Amara, and she constantly says that because 90% of the time I'm watching, I'm like, this is fascinating viewing. Like, this is fantastic to watch. I'm learning so much, and and by the way, I'm rooting for the people. Come on, Michael, you got this. This dude named Michael.
Yeah.
But then, like every couple episodes, I'll turn to her at one point and I go, babe, I don't want to watch this right now. Like honestly, like there have been a couple of times where like I've like started to like tear up a little bit, and I'm like thinking about like why it does feel like you're watching someone else's like misery like play out sometimes. And she always looks at me and she goes, this show I bet is doing more to reduce the stigma of dating in the autistic world than any show ever in the history of television. So while she doesn't talk like this, obviously, but while your concern is certifiably understandable, like she doesn't say that, obviously I say that, but she's like, well, I get what you're saying. Like at the same time, like you have to understand like what this is doing for the space.
Absolutely.
And I think she's right. And so, but I agree with you. I think about that all the time. I'm like, yo, like, why it feels so invasive, like these poor people. You
Well, it's
know?
like all reality TV. Having Harry on here, dude. Could you imagine living in a room with a whole bunch of cameras watching you do everything that you do?
If you
wait.
Yeah, but when you include the aspect of like traumatic experience into it, or
Yeah.
also like lifelong
Like a
disability,
yeah.
it always starts to like, because like who do you think they asked for permission from to get that
That's
camera
interesting.
access?
I'd love to
like,
know that,
because
yeah.
most of them live with their parents. Did
Yeah.
they say, yo, hey, like we're creating a
Just say it. No,
just
say it.
say it in a pirate accent.
we're creating a show about autism and dating first dates, and we'd like to see if you'd like your son to walk the plank.
Yeah, like who's the guardian that signs off on that?
They're like, wow, I mean, True Geordie seems like a nice enough fella. Like, I think we could create this show.
Yeah, interesting.
Just sign on the dotted line.
Yo, and then I always like to know the intent of these Netflix shows. Like Netflix is a layer deeper than their competition with their original
like
series.
it.
Like even at the very end, and why my dad always taught me when I was young, it's not about how you start, it's about how you finish. And at the very end of the show, these computer nerds, body moving. She asked the question. She goes, "Yo, this dude wanted to become famous no matter what. His modeling career didn't take off, and he was a narcissist. He wanted to see himself on TV. He idolized Catch Me If You Can, Casablanca, movies where there was a villain, and he hit the killing, that the murder he committed was fuck. It was picture perfect with this one. I can't remember the name of the movie. Matched identical to the way this girl killed this dude in this movie with an ice pick straddling him. Identical. He painted a screwdriver to look like an ice pick. So the intent was, and why I like the way this ended was because the question she had to ask herself was, yo, by chasing this guy and feeding into his shit and us trying to catch him, did we lead him to go bigger and better? Did we lead him on this cat chase?
Yeah.
And so she has to live with that and find the answer to the question herself. But then she turns to the camera, breaks the fourth wall, and says, "You, viewer,
You did this.
you just watched an entire documentary on a serial killer, Luca Magnotta. You gave him the attention she wanted. Are you being complicit?"
Wait, was that the end of the show?
Yes. She never made direct eye contact with the camera at the end. She looks through your
my
fucking
God.
soul, bro.
That's just, it's too much, man.
How did you feel? Do you
hurts.
feel guilty, ashamed for having killed that person? Because I mean, in reality, like I didn't watch it.
Well-
I didn't watch
well,
it for that reason. I didn't want blood
well,
on my hands. You have blood on your hands.
Well, the
now.
intent is like, yo, we're giving these horrible people attention
Yeah.
when we should stop. Maybe she said, maybe it's time to shut down the machine. It'll never happen. It's not realistic. Humans are fascinated by both the successes, the best parts of humanity, and the worst parts of humanity. It'll never happen. Good luck.
Wow, dude.
I think when Hollywood first started and they were filming movies and stuff, there were some laws that were passed about not making movies that show explicitly how to do crimes. And then also, if you were to have a villain, the villain couldn't really win. Like you had,
Interesting.
I learned about this in
Really?
a film class, a long time ago. I don't remember the exact law, but there were specific regulations that you couldn't make movies that show exactly how to do a crime. Like in Ocean's 11, like you don't see everything that they're doing on how to steal jewels from,
Yeah.
yeah. But
Basic Instinct was the movie that he was copying,
my
where Sharon
God,
Stone
classic.
was having sex with the guy
Yeah.
and then stabbed with an ice pick. This dude's a sicko.
That's
He's in jail, serving life in prison right now. They let him get married. They let him get married in jail, dude.
who would marry him and why?
Some other sick fuck. But like,
Is that person free? Are they being
I don't know.
interrogated?
I don't know.
Questioned?
and yo, it's crazy. They interviewed his mom, this delusional psycho.
Was the mom crazy too?
She goes, "You guys got it all wrong." She goes, "Luca's not the guy you think my son would never do." She goes, "Dog," she said it so nonchalantly when the cops first showed up to her house. She's like, "Whoa, is this about the cat videos?"
Because
Doesn't give a fuck.
because she filmed them. She probably sat there and held the fucking camera, bro. The apple don't fall far from the fucking tree.
Guess
you know
not.
that.
Guess
dude.
not. She crazy. On a completely different note,
Yeah, what do you got?
and my last note before we sign off. Consuming content has been, at its peak. Now that we're in quarantine, we've been watching some Joe Rogan podcasts. Just clicked on a podcast he did with a guy by the name of David Cho. David Cho, you know who he is?
I've heard the name.
This might ring a bell. This is. I hate dwindling his life, which I now
Down
know
to the
about.
end of the show,
No,
yeah.
down to this one thing that he's like known for. But after listening to Rogan, he is a experienced, wise, 360-degree human.
Mm-hmm.
But he's the guy who, when Facebook was first starting, they hired an artist to paint a mural.
Oh yes.
To paint a mural.
What do you get? 1%?
He said, listen, he said it's going to be $60K. And Sean Parker said, I'll pay you that $60K. I'll give you stock options.
What was it?
And I
Or
advise you
point-
to take the stock options. And he did. He's worth $200 million.
How much?
now.
What do you get? Or was it 0.1%?
I don't know what it was.
I
but
remember this story.
$200 million now. It's this guy. But watching him on Joe Rogan, you'd never know. You never know that he wasn't on there for that. He's done everything. Dog, he's hitchhiked. He's lived with tribes in the Congo. I watched this thing about him going on baboon hunts. Dog, he told this one story about how he got lost in a forest in the Congo looking for a dinosaur. It was his life goal. He was 18 years old. he needed to find this dinosaur.
Did he find it?
He never found it, but
Is it because they're
no, he
extinct?
got, bro, in the Congo, it's like thick jungle that you have to navigate. And as a city boy, he had no fucking idea what he was doing. And so he described this story about, this is my favorite part of the podcast. He described the story about getting lost in the Congo. He said, have you ever been lost in a jungle, like, and had to say this to yourself? I'm gonna die here. I'm gonna die here. This is where I'm gonna die, in this jungle.
Right.
And he was talking about how he was with this guy. He was some like up and coming political candidate in Germany. He was a kid, but he came to the Congo because he had this like obsession with black women. He just wanted to fuck as many black women as he could. And they were going on their expedition together to find the dinosaur. And this German dude was belittling him the whole time. Like, hey, give me your rations. Oh, you just got water. I'm going to go ahead and drink that. Just like belittling David Cho this whole time during their trip. And, 2 days in, you kind of being an asshole. 5 days in, you should probably cut this shit because now we're alone and I'm not sure if we're going to live. And like, I'm having bad thoughts. 12 days in, David Cho said, I'm going to fucking kill this guy because I'm going to die and I hate him. I'm not going to die with this guy.
Right.
I ain't going to die with this fucking asshole. And worst comes to worst, I have to eat him. Can you imagine? In real life, having to ask yourself the question of like, do I have to kill this dude who I hate
And
to
then eat
survive?
him?
And the way he's describing the story, although it's fucked up, he rationalizes a very like last case scenario thought
Yeah.
that like any human would have. If you hate, this dude is eating all your food, you're starving, he ate the last ration, he doesn't give a fuck. Completely clocked out. They both lost their mind. You can imagine what kind of state they are in as human. He lost 40 pounds. David Cho's 90 pounds. And so he decided he's going to fucking kill the dude.
Yeah.
Dude sleeping one night. David Cho goes and grabs a big old rock. Holds it above his head. He's standing there. Doesn't even have to throw it down, bro. If he just
Drops
releases his grip, the dude's dead.
Sees the dinosaur. He sees the fucking
Sees the
dinosaur.
Am I really about to kill this? Is there anything left? Is there any sliver of hope left?
Looks to his
Do
right.
I
There's
have
a
to kill this
Chick-fil-A.
guy? There's a Chick-fil-A. There's like 5 guys. Takes a couple more deep breaths.
Guy's not there. It's a nice fake.
He goes, I gotta fucking kill this guy. And then he puts the rock down because he's not a murderer. He said he couldn't do it. He couldn't do it.
You gotta watch it.
You have to watch it.
Did you watch
I'm
it
literally
too?
telling the story for him. Point is, like, I highly recommend this Joe Rogan podcast with David Cho. I've been texting him. I DM'd him. I was like, yo, you're fucking incredible. Like, I want to have him on this podcast or even just sit down with him and talk to him. He's like you could learn so much from this dude and the experiences and stuff he's done. In many ways, like you, like sort of in a miraculous way, he probably shouldn't be alive. Just happened to skate
Right.
on the brink of life, and now he is, and he's thriving. Obviously,
I watched a video today about him getting locked up in solitary confinement in Japan.
Really?
He punched a cop who thought he was stealing something, and he spent months in solitary confinement. Like, he's been around the block, man. He's really done a lot.
The global block. You bring up this
Seriously.
point about, and definitely not the time to get into it, but you bring up this point about having to kill someone that you hate to continue living, and like if you'd be able to do that, raise the stakes on you and say, can you imagine you were in a place with someone you loved? And you had to, and you had, well,
I
hey,
couldn't I couldn't.
so what? You're just gonna die holding hands?
Yep.
Not neither. You're gonna, or by
No.
the way, or do you gather some leaves, some pine nuts from the local, do a little foraging, some salt and pepper.
I mean, yeah, I'm sure he tried that.
Get a pot together. No, I'm talking
A
about if you're
pot.
with someone that you love.
You
You pull together a little bit of porcelain, you stir it together, create a nice little broth going,
and you boil yourselves.
and then you kill yourself. Throw
For
yourself
the
on
loved one?
for the loved one. So Josie can eat a skewered LP
I'd
as opposed to dying. And she takes some nice salt and pepper on your ankle,
Nah,
on your ankle meat.
I don't.
I bet your cheeks would grill up.
I have
pretty
a
good.
plan.
You got decent cheeks,
They're
especially
good.
after the PRP.
They're good.
They
They're
look good.
healthy.
They look tasty.
Yeah, I have a plan.
Yeah.
Cause no, I don't want to live that bad where I have to kill someone I love. And David Cho actually made it longer than I would. If this dude was being a dick,
Yeah.
absolute asshole, on day 10, I go, yo, I tell him, I go, yo, I'm probably gonna kill you. Like if you don't shut the fuck up now.
Well, you saw me do it yesterday. I mean, the thing I started the episode on. I got to day 10 yesterday on my old assistant.
Oh yeah.
I day 10
you
her ass,
snapped,
bro.
yeah.
I snapped.
Because you can only push someone
Bro,
so
bro,
far.
I say it. You never really know who a bull is. But if you poke pretty much anybody long enough, eventually the bull is going to give you the fucking horns. And just when you take shot after shot after shot after shot, it's like when you get bullied in school. It's like people that got bullied in school. And then one day,
Yep.
they're not going to get
Yep.
bullied
Yep.
anymore.
Yep.
And they come and they turn the fucking
victim
heat
snaps.
up.
The victim
Yeah,
snaps.
yeah. I mean,
Open
yo.
up a can of whoop ass.
Yeah. you
But
know
here's
what
what I
I'm
would do. Realistically, I'm stuck. Me and Joe's stuck in the Congo. It's day 10. I'm
saying? Wait, in doing the Congo?
not. We're doing the Congo. Stuck in the Congo.
Okay, got you.
It's day 10. We're starving. I've lost 50 pounds. I'm walking around about $1.60. I'd be able to start a fire. First off, I'd probably remove a limb and apply a tourniquet.
Where like a tourney made of palm leaves? Like where are you gonna get the tourney?
Don't know. Honestly, I'd probably use my braiding skills to find vines
Well, you were the king.
Why
of
wouldn't you just
vine.
like eat the vines or leaves?
because I'm not a primate. I'm sophisticated. So I'm, yeah,
So
I'm
you're gonna
off
cut
a
your
limb.
arm
That's
and-
goddamn
It's a car-
right.
it's a carnivore.
Not an arm. Don't be stupid. Legs.
So you have an even harder time moving through the Congo.
Maybe I am stupid.
You tell this.
Maybe I'm dumb here.
You tell this David Cho.
I haven't thought about this.
You tell this David Cho if he was the man he says he is, he would have been eating fucking dinosaur because he would have found that fucking dinosaur.
Apparently, it's hard to
No,
find.
how hard can it be to find? If you go to the Congo,
Let's give it a shot. Then if it's so
looking,
fucking,
no,
let's give
what
it a
I'm
shot.
saying, if
Let's
you
go.
to the Congo looking for a dinosaur, complete the fucking mission. Complete the
That
fucking
he
mission.
he
No,
tried.
No.
He
well,
was the-
Bro,
obviously,
he ran into pygmies.
You know-
he ran into pygmies,
They
Michael.
saved him.
do you know how many people looking for California, Lewis and Clark, ran into motherfuckers that got in their way? They found the fucking dinosaur. Bro, listen to me. He should have found that fucking Bronchiosaurus. Bro, everybody that looks for Bigfoot.
California
Horrible
is so
example.
much
No one
bigger
ever
than
found
a
it.
dinosaur and
No,
Bigfoot.
apparently this thing is real. Everyone he asked, the locals, the pygmies, everyone he asked said, yes, it's here. It's around this river. That's in like the heart of the Congo.
Do you think they're just giving them a version of their truth?
Great way to end this. Yeah, probably. They probably saw something, and in their mind, you know, the memory in the mind is a weird thing. If you believe something, it can make it happen, come true, and seem true. All right, thanks for listening to this episode of Impulsive. Hit that subscribe button. A lot of weird shit. David Cho, we watch on the podcast. Also, we're gonna go back, find that dinosaur after you're done building the school in Tanzania.
Bradley Martin, Bryce Hall, episode tomorrow.
It's coming.
Also, limited edition. Go buy this if you can.
I got a big
sweat
painting
in it.
coming up. I'm gonna live stream some cool shit. You're
Fuck
gonna
yeah.
like it. Big painting.
We're
Big
gonna watch.
painting.
We're gonna watch.
You're not as good a
YouTube,
painter as
on my
Logan.
YouTube channel, Mac.
You're not as good a painter as Logan.
I'm so much better.
Dude, I saw his painting. You're going to see his painting tomorrow.
Yeah.
Right.
Wednesday.
Wednesday,
I painted
tomorrow.
Josie nude. All right.
Bye, everybody.
Bye guys.